All right, heading to the track. It's been 12 days, I think, since I last trained at all. So I've been traveling and, everything like that. So we're going to go out to the track today and see what can happen. I'm a little tired. I've been up for oh man, almost 12 hours already. So 12 is a magic number. Anyway, so it's a little chilly. 58 degrees right now. I don't know if that's showing or not, but anyways, yeah. So, yeah, we'll see what happens out there. I think this is an interesting test, to see this training, where rest can benefit you. You super compensate, and then it goes down, and then you start to you're now losing, you're losing your training benefits, right? I'm so tired right now. Sorry, this is crazy. But anyways, so we'll see what I do. I'm either going to go for 100 meter. 58 degrees is not like cold, but it's chilly for California. It's chilly for whatever. But for us, it's chilly to sprint in. It maybe not for long distance, but to sprint. So I'm either going to run 100 meter at full out with just my trainers on, my Nike Air Pegasus 35s, or I'll try one with spikes. I don't know, maybe that's just stupid and asking for trouble. I don't know, but I'll just have to see how it goes out there today. But anyways, we'll see what almost 2 weeks of no training has as an effect on speed, really. So I don't know, let's find out. Alrighty. What's going on, guys? All right, cool. So as you know, yesterday I had a little experiment, which was to go sprint 100 meter dash full out after 12 days off of no training, no stretching. I'm talking nothing, just no physical activity whatsoever. And I haven't taken a break like that in probably over a year or so. So as sprinters, as athletes, especially sprinters, it's your neural drive, it's your CNS, that's all really important. So you want to give yourself breaks. You want to, but at a certain point, you dip below supercompensation, and now you are, you've lost what you've gained. So I didn't know what was going to happen yesterday. One thing I noticed was I did feel fresh, and I liked that. But I also had that feeling of I haven't been training. It took me about 45 minutes to an hour to warm up. It was pretty cold for Southern California. It was 58 degrees, and the wind was swirling. It was at moments, it was a tailwind. At moments, it was a side wind. It was even headwinds, like just flat out headwinds. So the wind was all over the place, and I was like, wow, this time I don't know what's going to happen. So there was that challenge, and I didn't know if I was going to run 100 meters with my running flats or with my spikes. So after the warm-up, like I said, 45 minutes to an hour, I was like, okay, well, let's put the spikes on and see how it feels, and it felt pretty good. I actually felt fresh, and I haven't felt fresh in a while, especially throughout the winter, because it's just, I don't do well when it's like that. When I ran my best time, my best hand time, or accurate hand time, whatever you want to call it, is in the high 10.8s, and I've gone sub 11 a few times for sure. So those times, most of those were done when the temperature was 80 degrees Fahrenheit or warmer. There was even one day, I think it was 90 degrees outside, and it was miserable, but at the same time, you get warm and you feel good, and you're like, okay, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty warm. So, and I'm knocking on 40, so I gotta warm up, man. I can't go out there and just blast it. I can't just go full speed right off the bat. So anyways, put the spikes on, ran it, and I actually held the stopwatch in my hand. I don't always do that, but it's very easy. Hold it in my left hand, and I can click it. So I just, with my arm that's back, I click and go. It's literally click. And the tricky part comes in stopping it right at the finish line. And usually you're a little early, especially the faster you get, the line comes quicker, so you're anticipating it. That's why I take the video and I do do the time on there and whatever. And everything I'm doing here is just very, very accurate hand times. It's kind of like the Jaku, which is that watch that you can put on your wrist, and it has two different settings. One is first movement, the clock starts. The other is a fully automatic. It gives you beeps. So what I'm doing is probably even a little bit more accurate than even the first movement mode, because if your right hand is down on the track and you've got the sucker on your right hand, there's movement before the hand actually comes up. And what I'm trying to do is capture the movement, the first movement. So I'm trying to get a time that's, there's no way a human being can react that fast. So anyways, just to clear the air on that. And so anyways, I will show you the stopwatch, what I ran. And I was trying to be as accurate as possible with the stopwatch as you could possibly be. And it's probably better than if a coach was timing you. I mean, I couldn't imagine anybody reacting as quickly as right on your movement. So I will show you what I ran. If you guys can see that, there it is. Oh, it's a little, if you can see, it is a 11 flat, 11 dead came in. The video is showing more like 11:07-ish, so a little slower. I had to really zoom in because the sun was kind of creating some glare, so it was kind of hard to see exactly the first movement, but it looks like 11:07, which is actually surprisingly good considering the circumstances, considering the time of year it is, and considering everything. So anyways, point being, taking a break I think is really important, especially as you get older. You just don't quite recover as quickly. Life becomes, or can become, a little bit more stressful. You're thinking about more things. I don't run for a living. I don't have a coach. I train on my own. I train off of kind of instincts and intuition, sort of how I'm feeling that given week. I'll kind of set up a program. I'm busy doing other things. So this is just, I like to stay in shape. I like to make sure that my fitness is up there, and it's fun to sprint fast and try to push yourself to to do better. So yeah, this is kind of like my first time doing the videos here. So I don't have a lot of subscribers or anything like that, but for the subscribers that do care, it's just a little bit about what I found with the training is you need to give yourself that break sometimes. And I did feel very fresh out there, and it was fun to be back out at the track. There's a lot of times you go out there where you're like, man, I don't want to be out here, man. I just don't want to be running. I don't want to be doing this today. I'm tired. I have all these things on my mind. I have all this stuff that I need to do. But yesterday was not one of those days. It was fun to be out there. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. I've backed off the weights. I was just doing weights once a week. Now I'm not even sure what I'm going to do, because I haven't lifted for about 3 weeks, and man, I'm telling you, I felt fresh out there. And so I don't know at what point, the benefits of lifting weights will go away. I have no idea. So time will tell. Maybe you guys, if anybody sees this who wants to comment, maybe you guys have some ideas of things that you've found with rest versus training. It's an interesting topic, and it's one that it's the balance that's so difficult with getting faster as a sprinter. Believe it or not, I actually did run distance and did some cross country when I was younger, even though I think I was always a sprinter. And with distance running, you can kind of grind it out a little differently. Distance being, anything over, 2 miles. I would consider even the 1500 or the 1600 almost, it's middle distance for sure. 800 is almost a sprint. I did run the 800 too, a few times early in high school, and in middle school I ran the 800, and that thing's a sprint. Obviously, if the 400 and down is considered the sprinting events, and I think at that point you've got to balance your rest. So anyways, this video's gone way too freaking long. I hope if you've listened to this long, maybe it gets your mind thinking, oh, maybe I need some rest, maybe I'm overtraining, maybe I'm undertraining. Who knows? It's always the balance. But if you guys want to leave comments on what you guys have maybe found to be effective, or maybe telltale signs of overtraining, or maybe telltale signs of undertraining, it's a balance. So, anyways, cool. Hope this was helpful to anyone. All right, thanks.